Howdy, Immortalium here, and today I'm going to do an unboxing. Now this unboxing is a bit of a risk, and I'll explain why. Basically, recently I've been reading volumes 2, I'm on 3 now, of Gundam Origin, and I've been kind of feeling sad about the fact that, you know, since Bees and Bandai are, well, like Bees isn't around now, Bandai doesn't seem to be distributing any anime anymore. That means we've basically been cut off from Gundam anime. So, you know, I was feeling mopey about that, trying to figure out, oh, is there anything that I can figure out? And then I remembered something. When I watched Gundam Seed, the only Gundam series I've seen, the Bees editions that I had mentioned English, French, German, and Japanese for their languages. And I was thinking to myself, could that mean that the French editions of, you know, Bees, Gundam, and all that contain, you know, English subtitles, English dub, etc., etc. So I did some research. I found a website, oh, what was it called? Gundam World, was it? Or Gundam France, I think it might have been. Gundam France. Which, according to my research, does provide the English subs and the English dub. The concern I have, though, is that it didn't mention the German dub and the German subs. Now, of course, I don't speak German, I don't, you know, understand German, so that doesn't concern me, but that inconsistency between the UK version and the French version, that just has concerned me a bit. Maybe that the research I did wasn't completely accurate. But I took the risk anyway and spent my money, and I've ordered from Amazon.France some Gundam stuff. So hopefully my risk will have paid off. It's quite possible that this title has already given away whether or not this has been a success, but let's open it now. So, just one moment. I've unboxed the box. Just gotta unbox the box. What a line. One moment, just gonna put away the packaging. Okay, so I just gotta check that, yeah, it looks fine. I'm not entirely 100%, but it looks fine from what I can see. Okay, so I'll show you the stuff that I got. So the first thing I just want to show is, since I've seen Gundam Seed, and I enjoyed it, I enjoyed it more, how can I put this? When I first started doing YouTube videos, I mentioned Gundam Seed every so often. I was like, oh, it's, you know, it's good enough, it's not brilliant. I then saw the Japanese version of it, which is far superior to the English dub. You know, the English dub, it's one of those dubs where when you're watching it, you don't realize how bad the dub is until you've seen the sub. And then you realize how much better the Japanese is. So, once I'd done that, I really wanted to see the sequel, Gundam Seed Destiny. So I did order it. Now, sorry about the shine. This contains all 50 episodes. Let me just unbox this. Spread out over 2 box sets, just like the UK edition. Yeah, as it says before, according to this does not have German on it. I'm not entirely sure why. I would have assumed that they'd have been using the same masters as the UK version. I would have assumed that it was the same discs, because at the beginning of each disc you have like a selection of French and German and English, and I would have thought that it would all been exactly the same. But according to this, the languages are French, Japanese, and English, and the subtitles is French and English. So I'm not entirely sure what the difference is. But it looks like I should be able to watch it with no issues. Oh yeah, that's the second part actually. I just opened up the second box set of Gundam Seed Destiny first. So there's Gundam Seed Destiny, part 2. I should have opened this one first. And there we go. The actual first part. Sorry about that. So, as with the Bees editions in the UK, the whole Gundam Seed Destiny is spread over 10 discs. There's 50 episodes, that's 5 episodes a disc. Let me see. And the back is completely in French, which I cannot read at all. So, you know, no good for that, but I'm sure that it'll be perfectly fine. Like, it does say English subtitles and English dub. Now, I personally don't have an interest in the English dub now, having seen how much better the Japanese version is. It's good to know it's there, and I'll be watching this in Japanese with the subtitles. Now, that wasn't the only Gundam I got, though. I know that I have to see this series at some point. This next series of Gundam that I got has gotten a bit of flack since it was first introduced. However, this is the series that made Gundam popular in the US. Before that, Gundam was unknown, and after that, Gundam kind of faded away. So it's basically the only Gundam series to have actually had any proper major success in the US, and that is Gundam Wing. Even now, since then, I've heard lots of negative opinions on it. People have said that the animation is bad, that the story does not hold up, that the characters do not hold up. But considering its significance, and the fact that it was quite cheap, the French edition, that's another thing I should mention, actually. For the complete Gundam Seed Destiny, I got that for about €30. And for the complete Gundam Wing, I got that for €30. So these are actually quite cheap, which I'm very happy with. I also found out since then that the manga that I showed, I think it was during the Archangel manga tag, actually Archangel manga tag, I should say. I showed a Gundam manga series called The Last Outpost. I've since learned that that's actually a spin-off from Gundam Wing, and that while it is not completely necessary, it is recommended that you familiarize yourself with Gundam Wing world before you read that. So actually that would be another reason, maybe a less important reason, but it was definitely a motivator for me wanting to get the original Gundam Wing. So this is the first box set, again written in French, and again it says that you have your 3 languages: Japanese, French, English, and your subtitles English and French. Now let me just check. I'm assuming, as usual, it'll be a little different disc art. Whoa, and actually, yeah, the discs themselves are fine. It just, one of the things actually that support the disc, one of the parts of the disc tray is just a bit loose. Yeah, but it looks fine. Yeah, it looks a little different actually, because Gundam Destiny, Gundam Seed actually, both Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny, displayed the Gundams on the disc art, whereas the Gundam Wing, seem to show the outline of characters. I'm not sure if you can see that. So that's the first box set, and this is the second box set. Now let me just double check that everything is perfectly fine. Yep, again more character outlines. So that's the second box set. Now it was recommended that when one gets Gundam Wing, that you get this, which I decided I may as well. Hopefully this is still okay. I can't entirely tell, so I'll check once I've gotten the packaging off. And that is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, which is the sequel, I think. I think originally it was a 3-part OVA, and then it was made into a film. I'm not sure which version is the best version to watch it in. If any of you have seen Endless Waltz in both film version and OVA version, are they exactly the same? Or, like usually compilation films, they'll either add in some stuff or remove some stuff. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just curious. Okay, having looked at the back for a while now, I cannot see any mention of other languages except for DVD trois langues or something like that. Trois, that's 3, isn't it? So I think it means 3 languages, and that would make sense: Japanese, French, and English. So I think that's okay. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to double check. I can guarantee it with the other ones though. So in conclusion, I just want to mention this because I think this is important. If you are capable of playing a Region 2 DVD, whether you're in the UK, in Ireland, in Malta, or the US or Canada or Australia with Region 3 DVD players, then I would recommend, if you needed to get some Gundam anime, that you order from France. This, I don't know why, B's merchandise, like DVDs, is still available in France, because I know France is more popular, you know, anime and manga, so I would have thought it would have sold faster and then thus gone out of print faster than in the other areas. But I guess what might be possible is that maybe they sold all they wanted, they reprinted it, and then they went out of business. So I would recommend that if you want to get some Gundam, whether it be Gundam Siege, you know, Gundam Sea Destiny, Gundam Wing, I think Gundam 00, I think the first season available, but the second isn't, which is pretty much why I didn't order that, and I wasn't entirely sure if these would be okay, you know, language-wise. So I don't think there's any other Gundams available, as far as I'm aware. So that's something I'd recommend you do if you want some Gundam. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and bye-bye.